Okay. The next speaker, hello, welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to announce in English because you talk in English.
That's right.
Welcome to the stage. I hope you like it. You have a really interesting topic that you're going to talk about today. You work in a digital agency.
I do.
But it's like you talk about love and hate between wearables and privacy, no?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm going to take you on a trip where design is a big part of what happens with our digital and digital technology and what happens with it. It does wonderful things. It does some things that are not so good as well, and what we can do with that.
All right. So the stage is yours. Have fun and
Thank you.
Applaus bitte.
So, hi, I'm Bart. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to have you guys here. My talk is called Fatal Attraction in Our Love Story with Tech. Wearables are a mistress. This is going to go fast, so hold on. Okay, I'm going to take you on a trip. I'm talking about design, what it does with technology, where it's going to take us. Now, the important thing is if I'm talking about design, and this is really key to the talk, is I'm not forget Photoshop, right? I'm talking about the design process, meaning the actual making of something, including the thought process. Sorry for that spelling mistake. That's really important because that's what this is about. The design has been part of so many things of the web, and I think it's a love story because it works wonderfully. We've all embraced the web. It works well. We put stuff on our Dropboxes. We exchange information via Facebook. We flip out our phones. We're on the web. It works. It works well. That's Web 2.0. Obviously, there's a business model behind this. It might have been that they put some content online and put some ads with it, earn their money that way, or they start analyzing your behavior. In the meanwhile, governments figured out that they just have to check Facebook pages of terrorists instead of trying to spy on them. The point is, if it's free, you're the product, right? Free is a lie. Now, I can ask anybody if you hear privacy is important, you lock the doors of your car, you close your curtains if you go to the bathroom. So basically privacy is key here, but we all want privacy. It just seems that we don't want privacy as much as we want stuff in general. Example, Facebook. On the Facebook page, they have a data science. This is information coming from Facebook itself. They can pretty much tell whether whether your relationship status is going from single to being in a relationship, depending on the amount of status updates you do. Or Gmail, seriously, consider people actually opening up your mail to read it, to put vouchers in it. Or Google, there's like a generation growing up thinking that their Google login is their access to the web. Google's business model is to analyze your behavior, even psychoanalyze it, and sell that information to their real customers, their advertisers. So imagine that you even want to stop doing all the social media. If you even have vaguely been involved in the social media, there's enough information of you out there to actually cross-reference your information with the information of other people, and it can kind of keep a virtual you alive. And that virtual you does not have any rights whatsoever. So that's why I'm saying that privacy is really a big thing that's going to be coming up. Make privacy your core goal. So many people are trying to be disruptive, but basically, you know, Facebook and Google, they set a trend, we can follow that, but privacy is one of the things that you can turn into a key asset of what it is that you're doing. And I'm jumping now to wearables, right? There's a wave of wearables coming towards us. It's coming, it's clear. Apple Watch, it's been announced, and I'm calling the wearables a mistress. They're beautifully designed, they're wonderful pieces, but they're dangerous as well. I'm quoting here some of the things Jonathan Ive said on the introduction video of the Apple Watch. Here, a more immediate, intimate way to connect, and because it touches your skin, we were able to add a physical dimension to alerts and notifications, whatever. Or it's made to measure all the ways you move. The built-in heart rate sensor records and sends your heartbeat. Or over time, Apple Watch can use what it learns about the way you move. That's what he says himself. I mean, you know, put that in context, and of course, the design part of it is wonderful. It gets the job done. But at the same time, I go a bit like, what the F? I mean, Really? Do we want that? And again, I don't want to be a conspiracy evangelist. The story is that there's wearables out there or devices out there. They're designed to analyze your behavior. They're designed to track you, and there's a business model out there that benefits from this. So again, this is design, not graphic design, but it's the product design. These products are made for this goal, and you know, and it works. It works. Who doesn't want to be healthy, connective, sensitive? It's what we all want, and the things are made like that, and it gets the job done. Consider these wearables. I'm sure you've all seen the Apple Watch or comparable devices. You know, in the 3 stages of what you want to achieve with a product or what you could achieve with a product, clearly this fits in the 3rd category. It completes me. I can tell stories about it. You know, you become one. Apple sells the device as intimate. So this is where I come to you and me. You know, we're the ones making products. We're the makers. The web is everywhere, and we will have made it. We will have made it. It's our responsibility to deal with this. So I'm quoting again Mike Monterio now. Look him up. He's a great guy, great personality, amazing designer. Again, not in the graphic design sense. Here, you're directly responsible for what you put into this world. Yet every day, designers all over the world work on projects without giving it any thoughts of consideration, or creation without responsibility brings distraction. With impeding deadlines, cutting budgets, you all know this. Things sometimes are made not with bad intent, but with just no intent at all. Or, and I love this quote, you were hired to make great design, not to make people happy. If you want to make people happy, make sandwiches. People love sandwiches. So, I'm returning this to you. Design is key. You are key. We are the makers. The web is everywhere. We will have made it. Be exceptional, please. Thank you very much. That's what I would like to say to you.
Just keep it.
I have to keep this. Okay.
Okay, so any questions? Today?
It's quiet.
It's quiet today, yeah. Okay.
I thought it was provocative enough. Come on. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Wait a second.
That brings me to one more private question. So, are you going to buy an Apple Watch?
Hell yeah.
Or not?
Hell yeah. By all means, I don't want to say, you know, it's as much as it is key to be aware of the situation, it is key to embrace the technology. It doesn't help to just reject it. It's a matter of being aware about it, and I don't want to blame Google, I don't want to blame Facebook, I don't want to blame Apple. It's basically us. We are making the stuff. We're making the apps, we're making the software, we're making the additional hardware. We can really add to see the customer as a human being and respect that human being for what it is. You know, some things that happen online would just be unacceptable in the real world, yet online is becoming more and more real world.
Noch Fragen? Austria, come on. This is, yeah. Keine Fragen? Okay, I'll pose another
I'm sure
question.
you've got another one, no?
Yes, I'll think about one spontaneously. Okay, I mean, the web is new, yeah? Let's say it's 20-something years old, yeah? No, not even. It's so young. How is the consciousness, if you take younger and older people, like let's say I'm an older guy, yeah? And you take somebody who's in his 18s or 20s, about this, what you were talking about privacy, and do you see any forthcoming in this, or how is it?
I've got 2 kids. I see how they're dealing with it. Basically, a lot changes, but then again, nothing changes. You know, we're all worried about feeling sensitive. We're all worried about feeling connected. We're all worried about, and you know, older people do that as much as younger people do that. The way we deal with it might be different, but the underlying thing, respecting privacy, is just key. And yeah, I'm still surprised that like Google, Facebook, they're wonderful stuff, but sometimes you really forget, and that's also something I really try to tell my own children. Be aware that these people are not out there to help you, they're out there to help the advertisers.
Okay, because you talked about Facebook. For example, if I go through my Facebook posts of people that I know, maybe you've never met, it happens quite often that I see stuff where I ask myself, how is it possible that somebody posted this? So on the one hand, you have the freedom of speech, which is of course great, but people that are 18, 20, 25, and that actually grew up with this technology, because I didn't grow up with this technology. When I was 18, there were no mobile phones. So what do you think, what is the reason that you find this stuff on the net?
Oh my God, I'm thinking about my own childhood here. I'm so happy that there was no Facebook around. Basically, it's the same story, you know. You just do stupid stuff.
Okay.
And I think young people are just allowed to do stupid stuff. It's part of being young. Okay. It's a bit tricky at the moment, but in a way, I also don't worry too much about it, because so many people are doing so much stupid stuff that in 10 years, just the sheer amount will be so big.
So stupid that nobody will.
You know? Which, of course, doesn't take away the fact that we have to be really conscious about it. Really, really conscious about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Applaus bitte.